What is the common connection between these creatures?
Since 1983, the Pennsylvania Wildlife Habitat Unlimited is a club of conservation-minded sportsmen dedicated to improving, preserving, and creating habitat for the wildlife you just saw. We work with the PA Game Commission, PA Fish and Boat Commission, Department of Conservation of Natural Resources, Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, and the Boy Scouts of America to educate the public and improve the environment. This video shows some of the many projects that this club is undertaking.
The annual Yeast Field event is a day of fun and education for ages 7 through 14. They will experience the thrill of catching fish, using firearms, archery, paddling their own canoe, tips of wildlife photography, use of the atlatl, which is a spear thrower, making your own arrow points from flint, secrets of calling turkeys, and using a compass to find their way in the woods. All these events are under the careful supervision of experienced instructors. You don't get to keep your prized fish. It's nice to have help in baiting the hook and taking care of the fish when caught.
Just like any other event, the necessary paperwork and organizing the groups take place first. With proper instructions, even the small ones can shoot a shotgun without any discomfort. Notice the shooters are wearing ear protectors.
Lunch is ready. Look at the crowd coming in. They must be hungry. It's been a busy morning.
Now we draw for gift certificates that can be used at various sporting goods stores. You can hear the kids that were only one number away from the winning ticket express their disappointment.
As you can see, nobody upset their canoe as they paddled away. Though some of them had trouble guiding their canoe, they eventually came back safe.
You wouldn't believe how many different turkey calls there are out there. This is the place to come to find out the secrets.
I'm the Adopt a Stream coordinator for Pennsylvania Wildlife Habitat Unlimited. And as the Adopt a Stream coordinator, it's my job to coordinate with the Pennsylvania Fish and Boat Commission any new projects that we do on the stream, and to let them know of our proposed dates for doing maintenance projects and cleanup of litter and debris and stuff like that along the stream. 2 projects every year. 1 maintenance project and 1 new project every year. And since 1992, I believe it is, we've built probably 4 or 5 jack dams on the Meadix Run. We build cross log veins. We build mud sills and different tip deflectors and things like that to either stop erosion or to push the stream in a new direction, or to dig holes in the stream for habitat, or to oxygenate the water. Different things that the fish need in different sections of the stream that may be missing that particular piece of habitat that the fish or other aquatic life needs to help support it. Depending on the size and the scope of the project, sometimes the new project will take more than 1 day. But typically, it's a 6 to 8 hour project that will be started at 8 o'clock on a Saturday morning, finished by 2 or 4 o'clock.
The club has built and maintained jack dams on Meadix Run since 1989. The water looks kind of deep, and pitching those rocks can get heavy after.
A jack dam is a dam. Imagine what a dam does. A dam stops water, or it controls water. And what we do is we take a large log and we lay it across the stream. We dig it into both banks, and the top of that log is 14 inches above the water, because that's the height that a trout can jump, so that we don't impede the movement of fish up and down the stream. So it's all very detailed, but we lay a log across the stream, dig it into both banks. In the first year, then we also add upstream wings. That's what we call upstream wings, and those wings take the water from, we take the width of the stream and we narrow it down. We narrow it down by a third, or 2/3, I forget what it is. So I think if the stream is 20 feet wide, we narrow it down to about 10 feet at the tip. And the wings then go upstream, and they gather the water from the 20 feet wide, and they bring it down to it would be more like 6 or 7 feet. So it channels all that water and then it dives off that log and then creates a plunge pool under, downstream of that and underneath that. And that plunge pool, depending on the whatever surface, whatever the stream bed is made of there, can sometimes get as much as 6 feet deep. We've had them get even a little. The deeper the water is, the colder it's going to stay. If you take a large surface of water and you spread it out, it heats up faster. But if you deepen the channel, it helps maintain the water temperature colder, which we all know that trout are very finicky on water temperature. The other thing that does is when water flows down and falls, it oxygenates. That's all the white foam that is not white foam, but it's all the air that you see in the water. And trout need lots of oxygen to be able to breathe. So what we do is we get out there and we get to play with backhoes. We get to play with sledgehammers and not jackhammers, but we've got equipment that drives rebar and stuff, and it's just a good time for a bunch of guys to go out there and act like kids. And there's not very many times that you can do that in a stream bed, because that is all very much regulated by DEP and different agencies like that. And we've got a very good working relationship also with the Bureau of Forestry, which Meadix Run flows through almost exclusively Bureau of Forestry land. So we have a close relationship with them. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to get in there and work on these streams.
Hi, I'm Marty Wren. I'm the president of Pennsylvania Wildlife Habitat, and I'm also the chairman for our Youth Field Days and on our Youth Pheasant Hunt Committee. Our Youth Field Days, we take approximately 110 to 120 kids. Anywhere from ages 8 to 14. We have roughly 8 to 10 stations set up, and every hour the kids get to go to a different station, and they get to experience everything from shooting to archery to canoeing. We have a trapping station a lot of years. Year before last, we had the atlatl. We had George Miller come over and do an American history and atlatl demonstration, and the kids really got a chance to watch some ancient arts. We have experienced shotgun coaches. We have rifle coaches that teach them the fundamentals of rifle shooting and give them a chance to shoot rifles. And they also get to fish. And every youth gets to canoe for about an hour, something that a lot of them are never exposed to.
The Game Commission is demonstrating how they track elk and deer using radio collars to the youth group at the Elk Viewing area.
The Game Commission studies the winter bear's hibernation when they check out the cubs and the mother. Geez, keep a good hold on that bird. I wouldn't let it get away. It might not be able to fly, but they can surely move their feet. By monitoring the radio collars, the Game Commission knows how far deer travel and if they survive within the first year. Newborn fawns will lie very still, trusting that they are camouflaged and lack a scent and will protect them from predators. It takes sharp eyes to spot them in the cover.
The club holds its annual pig roast in August. It's their major funding source for their activities during the year. There's a wide variety of items available for auction and raffles. Some of the artwork, guns, furniture, and equipment are available.
The club really appreciates the people who support this event by donating items or buying the items available. Only their generosity enables the club to carry out their many projects each year.
Since 1989, PWHU has built and maintained 4 jack dams and 14 stream deflectors on Meadix Run. The club works closely with the PA Fish Commission in doing these projects. It is not a simple task.
The purpose of the program is to help wildlife, since a lot of wildlife is losing their natural habitat. Have it for duck boxes, bat boxes, you name them. Wrens, everything. We got some kind of a home for every animal. Every bird, I should say, not animal. We do require the parents to come up and with the students. Now, we do not allow kids to use any of the machinery. They are really too young and too dangerous. The power tools are too dangerous. But we do cut out the kits with different boxes and pre-drill them, and all the kids have to do is assemble them and nail them together and all that. Then after the seminar, we give them, they're nailing them together, we give them a seminar on where to place them, how, what area, and that's all we require, that they install them, and that's it. Well, Pennsylvania Wildlife has started it. It's one of the few, or the only organization in the state like us that do habitat work. This year is our 25th anniversary, and I've been with them for about 15 years. And we got a lot of good programs going for students. And one of them is in June, we have that Clearfield Youth Field Day. A wonderful program for the students. The parents, we require parents to come along. And it's an all-day affair that doesn't cost anything. And you got different stations like rifles for the kids. We break them down in age groups so they get the 22s, and the older ones will get the shotgun safety. We have natural turkey calling there, experts, and the fish commissions there, and the game commission there. And it's a wonderful, wonderful program. And it doesn't cost anything, just register. And a lot of people that do come are really amazed at the program. Also, we have what in the fall is our youth pheasant hunt for youth. And that is getting to be a nice program. And again, with and birds and the special dog handlers. And the kids go out hunting. That is a program that's on from south of Luthersburg in the area there. And the other class, we have a youth fruit group, and that is a very interesting group. We've had them out in bear dens in the late winter with the game commission processing the bear to see what's happening, and it's the air sample, what's going on in pollution and all that.
Annually, the club cuts out and packages over 1,000 bird box kits that are donated to scout, church, and school groups. It takes a lot of lumber to build that many box kits. You have to store it flat and dry until it is needed.
There is adult supervision and help that is needed for the youngsters.
The club members have the process down to an assembly line science. The boards are cut to the individual piece sizes. They are sanded, cut on a taper, the entrance hole is drilled, each box is branded with the club logo, then the kit pieces are bundled together with clear wrapping tape.
Don't worry, there are adults there to help the kids put the boxes together using a nail gun.
They may be small, but they can swing a mean hammer.
The group is really working hard. I don't think anyone hit their finger.
The club and PA Game Commission provides the pheasants for the hunt. Bird dog owners from various states bring their dogs to this event so that the youth have an opportunity to hunt with a bird dog. Each youth is mentored by an adult hunter, and the dog handler controls the dog and interprets what is happening with the dog.
You have to put the bird in the field before you can hunt. Don't let the bird get away while you're getting it out of the box.
Twirling the bird confuses it, and it tends to stay in the area that it was released.
Back at the registration, waiting for the next group of hunters to go to the field.
There's a successful hunter with 2 birds.
Now we are in the field trying our hunting luck. Guess not this time. Dog's working again. Without a dog, you would never see a bird this ground covers.
Bird up and away, got a shot but did not hit it.
Another bird up and not even a chance to shoot it this time.
Hunting is not just a male event. Here is a successful young lady with her bird.
How do you clean it after you got your bird? He makes it look so easy. Guess that's what experience does for you. On the firing line, scope spotters checking the targets. Members help in adjusting the scope if necessary. It takes concentration and ear protection is required.
The club distributes approximately 2,000 bushels of corn to members for feeding deer and turkey during the winter. Only members that help on club projects receive corn.
There's deep snow on the ground. The game will appreciate the feed.
Make sure you put the corn in the bag, not on the ground.
Now the hard work begins, loading the truck, then carrying it into the woods to the feeder. You do not locate your feeder anywhere near a road.
The club has planted over 90,000 seedlings, 400 fruit trees, prune trees, and cut browse, creating cover and food for small game animals. It has helped the Game Commission in purchasing land to add to existing state game lands.
Not only do they install wiring fencing, they also wrap the tree trunk for protection from mice and rabbits. There's a big improvement over the normal strip mine restoration.
Once the habitat is created, the Game Commission maintains the site. The club helps in pruning the fruit trees to increase the production. And fortunately, nobody fell out of the tree. Some of the pruning can be done while standing on the ground, which is much easier.
Browse cut to remove unwanted trees and thin brush to provide food and cover. Brush is so thick it is hard to see the person doing the cutting. The youngsters are enjoying the day. Haul up the small brush to make cover for the small animals.
Notice the open space after the area has been cut.
Now this is how you pile up the cut trees and brush. Using equipment sure beats doing it by hand.
Here's the payoff on the browse cutting and habitat improvement.
The club display at Grice's Gun Shop Sports Show. We attend many public events where a display effectively presents our message of habitat improvement.
The club provides 3 $1,000 scholarships to Penn State students enrolled in wildlife management curriculum.
What we have is we've got a lot of young kids that come with their parents, and then we've got a lot of 40 to 65-year-old. What we need is we need some of those 20 to 40-year-old people that still have strong backs and like to work and enjoy getting out there and having a good time to give us a hand. Anybody that enjoys taking something from the outdoors, I think should spend some time giving back to the outdoors. Or if you just like going out and bird watching or hiking or whatever, this is a great way to get out there and just spend a day outside with friends. And if they're not your friends now, it's a great way to make new friends. And it's a really good core group of like-minded individuals that we just have a good time working together. And at the end of the day, there is you can see what you accomplished. You can just go there in the morning and you can see a raw stream bed, and by the time you leave, there's a project in place, and you can see it working, and it's one of those things where you can visibly see at the end of the day what you've done. Not many things that you do today can you say that.
If you would like your children and your grandchildren to enjoy wildlife in the outdoors, join us today and help us achieve that goal together.
This project was made by the students of the Digital Media Technology program in the IT Academy at Jeff Tech, the school of choice. Visit us online at dmtstudio.net and jefftech.us.